my man unless we're secured. Okay, so my first threesome was back in 2018. It is now 2024. And this happened honestly so random. It was definitely not planned. I did not talk to this person long enough to honestly even meet them. I'm gonna tell y'all what I wish I would have done and what I wish I wouldn't have done. Okay, so back in 2018, I remember I was working at Macy's. Yes, your girl used to work in retail, still do. Shout out to my 9 to 5. And I was doing overnight at the time. So if you work overnight, or if you have ever worked overnight, it is hard to get in the groove of, you know, waking up later and then going to work and sleeping during the day. The whole time schedule is off. So I always be on Facebook, and I got this DM one day a couple of times, this man trying to talk to me, and I just was not interested. Honestly, I just do not like responding back to my DMs on Facebook because, yeah, I'm not really into like talking to locals. Like, I could talk to y'all, I could talk to, you know, my family on TikTok. Like, I could talk to them because who knows if we're ever gonna meet in person one day. If we do, good, you know, that'll be lit. But yeah, so this one night I was working at the store, and I get this DM from this man talking about like, hey beautiful, like, you know, it was sort of vivid. Listen y'all, I could barely remember what, you know, what I did yesterday, let alone the full conversation. But I just remember him FaceTiming me, well, video chatting me on Facebook, and he was with his baby mother, and he was just like, I remember him flipping the camera over to her, and she was, honestly y'all, she was only wearing panties and she was wearing a shirt or maybe a bra. But yeah, he was FaceTiming me her, and then I think we spoke briefly a little bit and whatnot, and I guess he sort of like switched the conversation over to like talking about it. So I denied it, you know, I was delaying it for a couple days. I don't know y'all, I guess one day I just woke up and I was like, you know, whatever, like I'm gonna just, you know, go meet them. So y'all, I literally was off this night, and I thought, why not? So I pull up. Before I pull up, y'all, I'm talking to him, getting to know him. That's one thing you should always do. Get to know the person first. Maybe hang out first in public or whatever. Maybe FaceTime a couple times. Y'all, I believe we only have like 1 or 2 like video shots, and then we linking up the next time. So I tell him over the phone, I'm like, hey, like, you know, I want to meet wifey first. Like, I'm not trying to jump into meeting you so fast. Like, I want to feel comfortable. Let my job. This man, y'all be surprised, I'm attracted to men shorter than me. I'm 5'11", if y'all did not know. This man has to be at least 6'3". He was also heavily tatted like me, which I'm not really too picky on it. Honestly, I don't prefer men just as tatted as I am. And on top of that, y'all, he had gauges. If you don't know, it's pretty much like, you know, just like big earrings. You know, these are gauges or whatever. He had gauges as well. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, different, but whatever. So y'all, I pull up and I'm talking to his wife or his girlfriend at the time. And he definitely wasn't legally married, but this was his girlfriend. I'm gonna just call her wifey. And me and her were just chatting to each other, and y'all, she hit me with a whole 360, y'all. She told me, oh, I actually know you. After the conversation, after talking for a while, she was like, oh, I actually know you. She's like, oh, you used to live with my baby daddy. So me, I'm like, wait, any other situation, the girl would have never agreed to this, you know, especially a girl messing with somebody she had relations with, or she knew, or some dude she used to mess with. Who would do that? I know I wouldn't. So me, I'm like, oh. I'm thinking, honestly, I didn't think too much of it, but I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I was like, who is he? So she's like, oh, well, you used to live with him. She gave me the name. I automatically knew who it was, but she didn't know the full story. And you know, men, they like to when they gossip and give tea, they don't like to give the full tea. So I tried to explain to her, like, no, this is not how it happened. This is how it happened. But that's a whole different story, y'all. So anyways, y'all, honestly, that took me by surprise, to be honest. But moving forward, in their room, y'all, they had like a monitor, and it was a security monitor. My battery is about to die to my camera. Oh my god. I'll be right back, y'all. Too long just to reconnect. But anyways, y'all, okay, so like I said, y'all, they had like a monitor in their room. So imagine being in a room and you got a grown woman looking at a monitor. Let me remind y'all, the monitor for the security cameras, it was like 3 to 4 different cameras outside, y'all. When I tell y'all, I couldn't see anything. It was so blurry, bad quality, y'all. For somehow, some way, she was able to see his car pull up, y'all. When I tell, Ooh. When I tell y'all, this woman started jumping up and down like a little fucking kid. Y'all, I was so shocked. I was confused. I'm like, wait, why is she like not like, I'm all for making your man feel good and whatnot, but like you're praising him like he's God at this point. Like you're jumping up and down. Anywho, to each their own. He walks inside. When I tell y'all, this man was the size of the door. I was honestly shocked. I was like, wow, like I prefer honestly men shorter than me or my height. So him being so tall, I'm like, yeah, he could definitely like do some damage. But anyways, you know, we started talking to each other. We was drinking. I forgot what we was drinking for real. But honestly, y'all, I remember one in particular thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all in 1 second. So we finally get into it, whatever. And all I can remember is her trying to like be like the whole director and producer of everything. Like she was like telling us what to do, like where to move to, talking about, oh, you go over here. And eventually he just started getting irritated. And even before that, she was already irritating me because every second, let me mind y'all, her kids was down the hall sleeping. So I guess she had like 2 kids, so they was down the hall sleeping. So every second all we hearing is, oh, I gotta go check on the kids, or oh, we got court in the morning, we can't be doing it for too long. So with that being said, you know, it's already becoming annoying because like all she keeps doing is talking about court and pretty much saying that they gotta go to sleep and whatnot, and he's just trying to do it. Like, I kid you not, after like the 4th round, y'all, oops, excuse me, y'all, after like doing it, like, and it was leading up to the like the 4th round pretty much, y'all, I was tired. I was ready to go. So we ended up, well, she ended up changing the I'm a Virgo, so I'm very competitive. So she was changing the TV. So what I did was I was doing my little 1-2 whatnot. He finished, y'all. Finished him. So me, I'm thinking it's cute that, you know, let me get up and get dressed, because if not, they're just gonna keep wanting to do it over and over and over. Like my job. In between us doing it, he was feeding us peas. If you know, you know. So he was breaking it in half, and I remember him like keep putting it in my mouth. Y'all, don't be like me. Do never take whatever anybody gives you because you're tipsy or because you're in the mood, and because whatever the case may be, you could say no. And that's one thing, like, I'm glad it wasn't nothing crazy. Honestly, I didn't feel the difference. But yeah, don't do what I did. And then on top of that, get to know people before you actually meet up with them, and feel the vibe out first instead of just jumping. Because honestly, all this could have been left from me. Who knows? It could have been a setup. Like, y'all, I was young and dumb and turned, for real. But but anyways, y'all, yeah, so I decided to get up and get dressed because I got work the next day and it's already becoming the morning time. So I gotta go. So I could tell it was like some weird energy coming from her because, you know, I just finished off her man and I'm ready to dip. So honestly, I already knew in the back of my mind that it was gonna be some issues, because who would really want a woman that, you know, they're just meeting, who also dealt with the other baby daddy, who would want her to finish off their man and for her to leave like she did something right there, which I did my big one, for real. Yeah. So I ended up going to work the next day. Of course, here we go with the drama. She hits me up and she's like, oh, he said not to contact him no more, sweetie. Blase blah. So me, I'm thinking in my head like, boo. Boo, like, I know that's you, boo. Like, I know it's not him. He was having fun. He was enjoying himself, as he should. So I automatically call him. I'm like, oh, so you said this? I already know. She's like, no. He's like, no. So I'm like, okay, but whatever. I just agreed to her because I'm like, you know what, I already know she was in her feels. But afterwards, he was hitting me up like every couple of days, talking about like, you know, hit up wifey, like I want to do it again. At least he has some respect for her enough to tell me, hit her up. You know, I don't want to plan something so it make it seem like, you know, we're planning something. Okay, hit her up, and, you know, because I'm ready for another one. Honestly, I feel like they should have had that communication where he was telling her maybe she would hit me up to make her feel better, because when I was hitting her up 2 times, I think the second time she was like, oh, why are you hitting me up for? You know, I'll hit you up, you know, I could be on my menstrual. I'm thinking in my head like, I'm a woman too, like I could be on my menstrual as well. What are you talking about? So after that, I knew it was gonna be another time, which is perfectly fine, y'all, because I could tell she was definitely in her feelings. So after that, y'all, after that, me and him did hang out afterwards. And that's probably why I say I would never do it with my man until I'm secured. I'm more of an out of sight out of mind kind of female, so if he does choose to link up with the female afterwards, out of sight out of mind, as long as that female don't cause, you know, don't cause some type of feelings, catch some type of feelings where she feel like, you know, she could take my man. But anyways, y'all, I had no, like, I was not a, like, honestly, I wasn't fully attracted to her man, and I did not want her man, but we did hang out after that, and honestly, that was the worst experience of my life. Worst experience, honestly. I wish I would have never done it. I should never done it. That was, you know, that was just, you know, bad karma right there, because when I linked up with him, y'all, he was like, here we go with the money situation, y'all. These dudes always want to ask to borrow money, but don't want to give the money back. So he's like, oh, like, you know, I'm trying to get some puff. Can you give me like $20? I'm like, bet. He's like, I'll pay you back in the morning. So morning comes, he's like, oh, I'm really concerned about my mom because she's not answering the phone. I think it was at night. He was like, I'm really concerned about my mom. She's not answering the phone. She always come home at night. So I'm like, you know, that's your mother. Like, she's grown. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, she's fine. So the morning comes, y'all, why this man really thought he wasn't gonna run me my money. He wasn't gonna give me my money back. So what I did was, no, I stayed in that garage parking lot until this man ran me my money, sent me cash app, because I'm not leaving this parking lot until I get my money. And that's what I did. So finally he gets the hand, like, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm really heavy on the 911. Heavy on the 911 if you think you finna not give me my money back. Simple as that. So he finally gave me my money and I'm out. So I leave him or whatever. It's crazy, y'all, because years down the line, y'all, why I found out this man sells his bottom half, y'all. He really do. Because one day I was on the website. Y'all know, if y'all from my TikTok, y'all know I used to sell cooch. And I'm looking on the men's side because, you know, I be a little curious, like, who do I know out here that be doing it? You know, who man's out here doing it for real? So I'm on the website, y'all. Why I see his face and everything, I don't know. You know, some females, they like to get their lick back, so I don't know if it was just like a female, you know, posting him out of, you know, out of revenge. But y'all, I was convinced he really do, because, you know, I don't know, he just gave off that kind of vibe. But anyways, y'all, that's my first threesome and my only threesome, and honestly, I'm due for another one, but I'm really cautious. Gonna be cautious this time, y'all. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy my story time, y'all. I'm about to relax until it's time for me to go to work. And yeah, so y'all stay safe. Like I said, y'all, get to know the people. Do not do it with random people. Also, stay protected, y'all. That's what we did. And also, make sure y'all have fun as well. Make sure y'all have motherfucking fun. But yeah, y'all, I'm out. Y'all keep track, like, comment, subscribe, and watch out for my next videos, y'all. I'm coming with the story times. I'm coming with the tea. I'm coming with the everything, okay? But y'all, I'm out. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.